Joining me right now on the telephone is Ohio Congressman, House Judiciary Committee ranking member, House Oversight Committee member, and the author of the great book, Do What You Said You Would Do, Fighting for Freedom in the Swamp. Jim Jordan is here. Congressman, thanks very much for calling in this morning. What did you take away from that Mayorkas testimony? You hit him hard in the areas that America wants you to fight for, this wide open border. Give us your takeaway.
Well, there's three main missions that the Department of Homeland Security has. One is to prevent terrorism. Two is to stop illegal immigration. Three is to secure the border. We know he's failing on 2 and 3. I mean, we had record after record after record last year, all the way to July, which is the highest month on record for illegal migrants encountered at our border. That was the record until last month when that record was broken. And next month they're going to make it worse with getting rid of Title 42. So this is intentional what they're doing to the border. But the part that shocked me was the answer he gave to the clip you just played, where we asked him a basic question. 42 individuals, illegal immigrants at our southern border on the terrorist watch list. What is their status? Where are they at? And his answer was, I don't know. I mean, Maria, I was actually reluctant to ask that question because I thought he would say, well, what do you think, you idiot? They're been sent back to their home country. We wouldn't let those kind of people in our nation. But he didn't say that. And that is, to me, the most shocking part of the entire the entire hearing yesterday. So this is why this guy is so bad. But what he is doing to our border, we all know now, it has been so bad. It is intentional because they got rid of the good policies that President Trump had in place that were actually securing our border.
Well, you're right. I mean, under President Trump, you had encounters at a 20-year low. Now we're talking about a 20-year high, and it's only going to get worse. But really, Congressman, what's even worse about this story is what you just said. I mean, I don't know. Is it lying to the American people? Is it having a tin ear, not understanding, being out of it? And yet the president has the nerve and the gall to create this Department of Homeland Security's new disinformation governance board. Okay. Is this the Politburo out of China? So now they have their own history of posting disinformation online, and they're going to be the arbiters of truth, Congressman? I know you pressed Mayorkas yesterday on this. Let's play a clip of your exchange with Mayorkas on this yesterday. Watch.
Mr. Secretary, who's Nina Jankowicz? He is the executive director of the Disinformation Governance. And is this the same individual who said the dossier was real and the Hunter Biden laptop story was false? Is that the individual who's now running the Disinformation Governance Board? I'm not familiar with those statements. Been reported widely. I'm not familiar with.
This is
Congressman. Maria, tell us more.
You can't make this stuff. I mean, you would laugh if it wasn't so serious. But the idea that these individuals are going to be in charge of a disinformation governor. I mean, talk about Orwellian. This is frightening. Who are they going to investigate? They're going to investigate Dr. Fauci because Dr. Fauci told us, oh no, it didn't. The virus didn't come from a lab. They're going to investigate Rachel Walensky at CDC when she put out the information, oh, the vaccinated can't get the virus. I mean, are they going to investigate the 51 former government intel officials who told us that the Hunter Biden laptop story was a classic example of Russian misinformation? I mean, the biggest purveyor of disinformation and misinformation is the government. It's these agencies, and yet it's these agencies who are going to tell us what we're allowed to see, what we're allowed to hear, what we're allowed to say. And that is frightening. So, we will be on this issue as well. And like we said, the person that they put in charge of this is Nina Jankowicz, and her history of going for every left-wing crazy story out there, that's frightening as well.
Well, I mean, look, I appreciate your toughness, and I know that the American people are grateful for your standing on the front lines and fighting about this. But, Congressman, this is a very serious situation. This is a threat to the First Amendment, to constitutional rights, free speech. Every journalist everywhere should be outraged. I know you also asked the DHS about the disinformation board and how it's going to look into the false statements that Dr. Anthony Fauci and the CDC director, Rochelle Walensky, have made about COVID. And that's just part of it. It's it's all of these disinformation, these lies coming out of this White House that they just change the narrative when they don't like the story. Tell me more about that.
Well, Maria, think about this. We have the head of the Department of Homeland Security, Mr. Mayorkas, the individual who was testifying yesterday. He has said time and time again, the border is secure. So is his own governance board in his own agency going to investigate that statement? Because that is the biggest piece of misinformation we have heard. Like, there is no way you can say with the numbers we have seen, 221,000 illegal migrants encountered at our southern border last month. Next month, it will get worse. In 24 days, they're scheduled to get rid of the of Title 42. It's going to get worse. And maybe they are incentivizing all this to happen when they got rid of the Remain in Mexico policy, when they announced to the world they were going to have a moratorium on deportation, when they said they were going to stop building the wall, when they ended the agreements with the Northern Triangle countries. I asked him that question, too. I said, do you think maybe you've incentivized people to come? And, when they get here, guess what you do? You release them. Those individuals get on their cell phone, call back to their home country, call their friends and family and say, hey, come to America. Mayorkas lets you in, and you don't even have to stay in Mexico when we check out whether you're legitimate or not. So that is the situation he has created, and yet he says the border is secure. Maybe this Disinformation Governance Board, maybe Nina Jankowicz, should investigate him for spreading misinformation to the American people.
Yeah, but Congress, she's not going to. So that's the thing. I mean, what are you going to do about it? You know, you have been pointing out this hypocrisy now for years. What can you do about it in this position today? And what about if the House gets the majority in November? What are you going to do about it, Congressman?
You write into the appropriations bill, no money in the appropriations for the Department of Homeland Security can be used for the Disinformation Governance Board, which is going to limit the speech of the American people. That's how you write. You write that into as a writer on the appropriations bill, and you tell Chuck Schumer and you tell the White House, if the Republicans are in control of the House or in control of the full Congress, we're not going to pass the appropriation bill unless that language is there, because we're going to protect the First Amendment. That's the leverage we have, and we're going to have to be willing to use that if, in fact, the American people put us back in control, which I think, frankly, they're getting ready to do.
Yeah, do you think this is partly because of Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter? I mean, they're losing their PR firm that was Twitter. Yep. So maybe they need some way to push back and to put their narrative out there.
Yeah, well, former President Obama gave his speech where he talked about this. I think because of Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter. And the left, the left controls everything. They control big mainstream media. They control big tech. They control big corporations, big sports, Hollywood, higher education, the White House, the Senate, the Congress. But the one little thing they don't now control is one of these platforms, Twitter, because Elon Musk says, I'm going to buy this and I'm going to respect the First Amendment, and we're going to let all sides talk. And because now there's at least one small place where there's a fair fight, they can't have that. They got to control everything, because if they don't, they can't win, because the American people are so fed up with their stupid policies. And this is frightening them. That's why you see this board being formed at DHS. That's why you saw former President Obama give the speech that he gave a couple days back. That's what this is all about. But I think the country is going to, the people of this great country see through it, and we're going to be on the right track.
Yeah, and do you think he's going to get impeached? A lot of your colleagues yesterday were saying, "Look, we want you impeached."
Yeah, well, it's certainly worthy. That's a decision that our conference will make as a whole, if in fact the American people put us back in control, which I said I think is going to happen. But we will make that. You have to make big decisions like that as a conference, the Republican conference. But his track record, what he has done to the country, certainly warrants that, but that'll be a decision we'll make as a group.
All right, Congressman, it's always a pleasure to talk with you. Thanks very much for your leadership on all of the above. Thank you, sir. Congressman Jim Jordan joining us this morning.